Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mod, and today we have part 2 of the EL light mod from Modz. So basically we started off by putting the bits in the battery box and laying the wires out on the chassis where they should be going. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting some of these wires onto the chassis and putting them in place. Now we're at the stage with the chassis. This is done at issue 39, so issue 40 I will be moving on to the interior, so this is the best time to be doing this mod for the vehicle, as if you were doing it as you were building the vehicle. So I'm really excited to get this started. It shouldn't be long today because we've just got to put a few wires in place. So with all that said, let's get modding. Okay, so here we are at the front of the vehicle. Now what we need to do, this is the right hand side here. We've got this wire that's coming out from down here, and this wants to simply be put down here like so. So what I'm going to do, we need to undo these clips. Just enough so we can move the tabs out the way. Don't be losing your tabs, because these are notoriously fiddly to get back on. So, I mean, if you're not filming this mod, then all means do it when you do this wiring. This wiring was done in issue 38. Right, unfortunately that tab's come out. So what we need to do is need to hide this. Now, I remember in the magazine it said we needed to have about 6 to 7 centimeters from that part. Now that's at 7, so I'm happy with that. It's just basically before the blue link. Now somehow I've got to try and get this back on, and it wasn't easy the first time, so I don't expect it to be easy the second time. Okay. Right, so if I just get my trusty tweezers. Right, here we go. So get the tab in place like that, and then get the screw back down onto it. If it will go on my screwdriver. Always a bit of fun. Right, for some strange reason that's not wanting to go back onto the screwdriver. So let's get that onto there, and we will try again with this one. Right, I do believe that's in place. Just making sure that tab is down, and that's in place. And again, just making sure there's enough there. Okay, and then we just got the last tab to put on. And once I've done this, I will stop recording and move to the back of the car, where a little bit more is happening. Right. Okay, so that's now at the front of the car with them 2 tabs in place. Okay, so I'm just going to shift the car around and move it to the rear of the vehicle where we've got more wires to put in place. Okay, so here we are at the rear of the vehicle. We're going to start on this side here, which is the left side of the vehicle. Now we've got this wire here. Now we can tell the difference between which wires need to go where, because as you can see, one bit, if I just bring it over across, has got a green part. We don't need that part right now, but what we're going to be doing is putting this wire up here. And again, we need to remove these covers. I'm going to be a little bit more careful with these ones because they're not as bad as the others to get back on, but they can be equally a pain. Right, and that one's going to come off all the way, but never mind. Okay, so we need to run this wire up here. Again, it said this time was about 5 to 6. So it's about there again. So let's cover that one back up. Screw it back down. Move across to the other side. Right. And then we need to get this other tab in place. That came out. I believe it went round like... Nope, it went round like that. That's right. Nope, I'm wrong. Nope, if it don't fit, then it's not going in. Right. Okay. Okay, so that side is now done. Right, so moving on. The next bit we need to do is at the other side of the vehicle here. So I'm just going to take that off. So we need this cable here. And we need to take the tabs off again. Again, I am trying so hard not to take them all the way off, but sometimes that's inevitably going to happen. Okay, right, so what we need to do is we need to train this wire to go up here. Just like that, under the tabs. Okay, now this green part here, we need to put that more or less over there. That's going to be for the orange glow on the reactor. But what we also have is we have this lead here that's coming out of the battery compartment. That also needs to be trained to go up there. But what we do need to do, I'm just making sure we've got enough, so I'm just following that from the battery box all the way up, up, up. Right, what we need to do next is we need wire 23. So let's look for wire 23. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to back on ourselves and plug this in. right? So that's now connected. Wire 23 doesn't need to be going back out there anymore. So just going to make sure we have enough, gather all these up, and then we'll put them back on in place. And if I remember rightly, again, it was 5 to 6 centimeters of lead for this side. So let me get my tape measure. 5. I always like to go with as much as you can. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And we're going to pin all these wires together. Okay, here we go. The bigger tabs are easier to work with than the smaller tabs. Okay, that's that first one in. Just making sure. Right, so that's coming down. Okay, so I want to make sure that 23 is up there somewhere, so I've got enough of this black lead. Okay, this might be easier said than done, putting this next one back in, but I'm sure we'll manage it. Just line the tab up. If you heard that click then, that was a click of it going in. Okay, and then finally we're just training the rest of the wires to come down over to this next tab here, and now that's in place. Okay, right, so the last thing we need to do is we need to, the wire that's just gone up, which is this one here. Now this needs to come out, and we've got kind of a little notch just down there, and that wants to tuck in just underneath there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is quite hard to see if I can just show it on the other camera. As you can see, that's where it's coming out down there. Just going to grab a little bit of tape just to tape that in place. Might be best staying on this camera actually. Okay, that's just taped in place, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So the new cable coming down here, there is like a little notch, and again I'm just going to tape that to the side just like that, and that's it. That's the EL light mod now done. So I've just switched to build camera. I have got a little bit of tidying up I'm going to do with the wires because it's a bit jumble jamble, mix match here and stuff like that, but that's the general gist of the way it's going to be going. So the best thing to do now is I'm going to tidy up the wires, but there is really nothing else we can do now on this car. We have put all the under chassis wiring in and whatnot, so yeah, quite impressed, and yeah, looking forward to working on the interior now. So that's the second part of the EL White light mod done. There will be a part 3, and the part 3 is when obviously we'll be putting it onto the rope and stuff like that, but that's going to be in quite a lot of issues time, so this is going to be it for now until we get further along in the build. Well, that's it for the light mod today, folks. Thanks for tuning in and watching this video. It's going really well as this mod. I'm really impressed with it so far. As I'm saying, the Delorean, I've done this after stage 39 of the build, because that's when all the chassis wiring has gone in. So I don't know when this next one's going to be. So I think what I'll be doing beforehand is watching the 2 previous videos of me doing it, and seeing how far this car has come since starting all that. That is going to be incredibly exciting, I can tell you that now. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now. Please check out Model Mod's website at modelmods.com, where you will find an amazing array of mods for your models, where we have Delorean, Ferrari F40, and we have the Terminator, and many, many more. If you click on your mods that you want for your model, there you can see some absolutely fantastic mods to go along with your build. So check out modelmods.com and start modding.